Hi, Lisa. That's 1806 Iris Carnero, engaging in federal group stalking, monitoring, criminal facilitation with and via minors. This is P.O.C. and it's currently 4:41 p.m. Where the entity is maintaining the light source. This is another iteration of impossible light activity appearing on the of what is a structure, and this is the light source that's remaining over the property. And understand, it's over this building 1800 because I'm on the opposite side. This is impossible. All right, this is P.O.C. and they are engaging in the criminal pattern of conduct with children, as I've already shown you, as Precious Bastillo has displayed. And those are the children, again, that you're going to literally remove from custody of the people of the state. They clearly don't value them either, not only because they have them engaging in that. This is a shadow appearing in the shade, just so that you know. This is absolutely demonic. It's impossible, okay? This is in the shade, and this is my shadow that you can, while Iris Carnero's group stalking children. This is a practice of demonic behavior. Okay, demon possession is not limited to the age of majority. Okay, the entity is engaging in this with, that's what I just captured on video. Okay, this is P.O.C. The entity engaging in terrorism, engaging in the sex offense, engaging in what is demonic pacing in the specific environment, doing so maliciously via children. And also, let me be clear, the demon possessed, the entity that is monitoring the documentation, that is witnessing my exposure of the state system, they engage in more of the same, especially as I point out their despicable methods. So for example, when I speak to the fact that children are part of the pattern of conduct, you will witness and pay attention to what is the entity utilizing children and engaging in the pattern of conduct. Tiffany Sherez of 1818 number 6 pointed this out when I first specifically started mentioning Precious Bastillo's use of children and documenting it. Rather, you'll pay attention to on the day where the entity was making it cloudy, and then seconds later the light source, it doesn't go anywhere. This is demonic. And she was engaging in the pattern of conduct. The entity is listening and watching moment by moment as I expose what they do and how they do it and who they do it with. And then the entity engages in more of that demented behavior. I want to be clear, when I'm referencing this as a psychopath, the demonic is speaking to a spirit. A spirit is operating over a mass of people, and they are corporately together targeting one person and their satanic methods together. They don't have to have a meeting in the morning. That's not what's going on. It's satanic behavior, and it's operating over a people. And it's outside of Alvarado Gardens where I go, this environment follows, and that in and of itself is the phenomenon. That's how I'm able to capture what's never the sun at Chino, the Chino Public Library, the San Bernardino County Public Library in Chino, California, over my head at that entrance. And then the entity was setting the sun in alignment to me, aiming impossible light inside of that Chino Branch Library, which is public documentation, reference May 4th, 2022. This is speaking to what is a phenomenon, and it is revealing what is a condition of a lot of people. There's no exception, and is what I'm telling you. And it's demonic activity and targeting someone, and doing so under this physically invisible condition. Is something that's occurring amongst people who share this condition and who practice in this behavior, which also happens to be criminal because it's a state that's also sponsoring what is demonic. You have the people with this invisible condition engaging in what are using their positions and targeting American citizens, and that's how you're criminalizing it, because it's the government that's doing it, and the government's doing it with the people, and they're not getting up in the morning and having like meetings together. All right, this is the demonic. And then you're looking at a specific demonic behavioral pattern. When you see them crossing path, the group stalker, he was walking in engineered light. The group stalker in the black vehicle, he was crossing path in the vehicle. They were crossing path doing this, just like I told you, this is what the demons do in the engineered light. And that's what I'm telling you when you see the engineered light in my apartment, when you see the engineered light appearing in the shade, when you see the engineered light while I'm standing over at the dumpster, they're walking in that. They're demons that are targeting me while I document. And the demons in the sky space were pacing around also in the helicopter. And that's just in front of my face. The entity is surrounding in relevant position where the entity is targeting with the light source for the duration of the day here. It's very demented group conduct. All right, I just want to point that out. That's 1806 number 1 Iris Carnero, engaging in what is monitoring, criminal facilitation, monitoring via minors, and she's doing so engaging in what is a perpetual sex offense, living at the venue with minor children. This venue is a crime scene. These are all grounds for what is federal prison, what is removal of children from custody, what is engaging in what a federal prosecution period for its criminal facilitation. The Los Angeles Police Department is engaging in criminal monitoring in concert with those under the age of majority, and this is an ordinary way of being. This is what they do on an ordinary basis. You're speaking to understanding the nature of what they're doing, and it's very sick, and it has nothing to do with any age. They all share a condition, but federal law is going to slice that down, and every criminal intent and every criminal act has a federal charge and a punishment for it. It's currently 4:46 p.m. This is of impossible light onto the walls. All right, is similar to what is 1818. This is on in a vehicle crossing path, which has nothing to do with what is the appearance of engineered light on the building as he crosses path, but that is a demon that's engaging in what is not, you're not just driving, they are crossing path in the specific environment they're monitoring, and their demons doing that. It's readily identifiable. This is accomplishing the same thing. It's supplementing what is engineered light in the shade, and it is also serving for what is criminal monitoring while demons are pacing by, and even as I don't have that condition, but they are monitoring me as it's molesting my person, and it's creating light activity as I walk in it. Demons engage in this. It's the demonic behavior, the demonic objective to cross path with simultaneity to the engineered light while they cross path, okay? And they do it as a group. And this is what they're accomplishing, demons that are surrounding. This is what group stalking is. It's very demented. All right, it's a violent sex offense, it's terrorism, and it's satanic. And this is what the Los Angeles Police Department is doing on video. And this is going to be published to the world to inform, not only to prosecute, but to inform. It is currently 4:47 p.m. And the sun, as you'll look at my documentation on May 4th, 2022, I captured the entity maintaining a light source into the 4 o'clock hour. And even upon my exit, there is at no time would be any sun at Chino. And I'm showing you what the entity is doing, maintaining a light source. You cannot see this from the Chino Branch Library entrance. This is, there will be no sunlight aiming into, reaching through like a laser under any circumstances, but let alone while it's aimed at me, remaining for the duration of the day. Okay, it's going to be 5 p.m. It's currently 4:47 p.m. and it's here at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're talking about what is here as I'm documenting at after 12 o'clock. This is literally what the pattern of conduct is, rising on one side of me and setting on the other, having nothing to do with sunlight. You also know the engineered light while I'm showing you over at the dumpsters what is the presence of the engineered light. This is the admission. This is the admission for what is the specific venue is criminal presence, and this is speaking to the necessity of this environment because the demon possessed surround, and it's a criminal system of group stalking and monitoring. That's why it's here, and you're also comparing the venue, what was happening in Chino Valley. That's also understanding what's absolutely impossible. Besides the fact that it's literally a light show that's not sunlight, it's also occurring, which is mutually exclusive. That it's occurring that there would be any sun in alignment to me or over the entrance at any time of day when you are literally looking at it remain here all day long for the duration of the day from 6:30 in the morning, and here it is on the same property aimed at the same location. Okay, the entity was rising it in alignment to my window at 6:30 in the morning. No, that's not the sun. From here to here, that's the P.O.C. It's currently 4:49 p.m. This is the prosecution of the state of California, the people of the state of California engaging in federal group stalking and monitoring. That's P.O.C.